Boom. So this is the second video that we are making, entitled "How to Sell Solar." Right? Step 1, 2, 3. So it's not like that. Essentially, it's more along the lines of. It's more along the lines of maybe some ideas that you can expand upon whenever you want to, whenever you can, whenever you can grasp the ideas. So let's think about this concept. This concept of a family, hardworking man, hardworking woman, bills, problems, moments of peace, moments of happiness, moments of sadness, moments of stress, moments of desperation, moments of joy. Let's think about all the kids' activities in school, the hustle and bustle, the immense pressure of being a parent. Now, here you come to this home whenever all this stuff's going on, right? Sure, of course. And you, right? Hey, we're doing a net metering thing, and I don't know if the power company told you something about the metering changing, and it's very deceptive, and it's very it throws them off. Today's economy requires time, trust, and transparency-minded interaction. This is very true. The homeowner or the person you are trying to serve needs to be able to trust you. Now, this is a very interesting thing because people are not generally trustworthy in today's age. I'm saying that, and I know it sounds, well, screw it. I don't give a shit how it sounds. This is the truth. People always think that that person on the other side of the door that's knocking cares more about themselves than they do my family. So they're more inclined to be mean to you, to shut you down. And what you have to understand, if you are knocking or if you are calling, you have to understand this. You have to be the right kind of person. This is how to sell solar, yes. But if you are not the right kind of person, if your heart is not in the right place, if you do not have the right training, then how can you ever be what they need? You can't. You can't. You can't. I said it. It took me a long time to understand that. It took me a long time to come to that, understanding. And for a long time, I was struggling and couldn't find, the whole deal. And the one thing that I'm very glad that I listened to, I forget who said it, Warren Buffett, and then obviously it's very well known that leaders are readers. And yes, not everyone is a quote unquote what the world thinks leader is, but we are leading our faculties and we are leading ourselves. Many times we are leading our families. So it is very important to be a leader. If you can't handle your own business, well, goodness gracious, how does the client think that you'll be able to handle a $100,000, $20,000, $30,000 solar project? I have dropped the ball on many projects. I have literally screwed up so many times and failed every way a man can fail. I know what I'm talking about. I do. It hurts me to say that, but my ego is detached from these situations because if I truly wish to help people and serve, then the ego can only take a very minute role in my interactions and my my sales or service environment, which is everything, which everything is a sale. So this part is going to actually be talking about the aspect of giving as opposed to getting. You've always heard the term go-getter, right? Well, let's flip that and think about the go-giver. I believe Napoleon Hill said the go-getter will have to get out of his way and hand the crown to the go-giver, because a man that is working and earning, he's working for more than what he's paid, will soon be paid more than he is. It's so true. Let's go over a few books that will absolutely change your game if they are applied, if they are ingested and applied. First and foremost, shout out to Brandon, who works at Audible. Big shout out to Brandon. Also, massive shout out to Frank Collins, client of mine and friend. My clients are more on a personal level with me. They give me advice, and this is a level that I'm trying to teach. And obviously, not everybody's going to get it. I get that. It's cool. Some people just want to buy, and yeah, well, I probably won't be able to sell to them, or wouldn't want them as my clients. And that's the beauty of being an independent consultant, commercial and residential, is I get to pick my clients. That's the beautiful thing. Everybody deserves to be helped, but we are not what everybody needs. It's true. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book was written a long time ago, probably about 100 years ago. And it is still, because people are still people. People are still people. And so this book right here, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I'll be, every time I talk about a book, because I'm on the partner program with YouTube, so I'm very, very mindful of all of those things. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. He's actually a plastic surgeon, and this is a very interesting read. It talks about, how we view ourselves is really important. And the more comfortable you get in your own skin, and the more you really, just become selfless. And I think it's the concept of you not really caring what other people think, because you're actually really wanting to serve while still maintaining a self-respect yourself, Little Red Book of Selling. Also, by the same author, Jeffrey Gitomer, The Sales Bible. Shout out to Javier Garcia, aka Happy Solar Homes, for providing me that book. The Speed of Trust, Stephen Covey. This is the number one thing that affects relationships, affects everything that you do in life. Trust. Now, this next one might throw you for a loop, but it is Lincoln on Leadership. Everybody knows Lincoln was the man, right? He did so much good for our country, and he was a very emotional man, very powerful man, and a very good man. Good men do get shot. Brian Tracy, be a sales superstar. Brian Tracy's a good guy. Very, very intelligent and also caring. He's a pro. The pros are Zig Ziglar, right? Brian Tracy, Tom Hopkins, Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone's a little pushy, but I'd rather be overly passionate than less. Now, this one is not The Art of War by Sun Tzu, but is actually The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And this book is very interesting. It talks about resistance, that same resistance that we have to cold calling, knocking doors, and really this is what it is. We don't believe in ourselves, and we don't want the best for the client. That's it, point blank, period. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you do not help your client make a decision and get past your own inadequacies, if you don't do that, you are essentially leaving your client to the wolves. Now, that is not caring at all, is it? See at the top, Zig Ziglar. The Power of Positive Thinking, Norman Vincent Peale. This is a classic, The 25 Sales Habits of Highly Successful Salespeople. Very short read. The basics, back to the basics. And the 7-level closing, 7-level selling by our late Stefan Arnio. I'm going to be putting these books and their authors in the description. And my purpose for this series is simple. for people to watch it to get value. If you do get value from it, put that. If you don't, put that as well. The comments are open. Be as mean or as nice as you want. My ego is detached, trust me. And I'm good either way. What I will ask is that you take this material and incorporate it into your daily life, because everything is a sale. Everything in life is a sale. And we may not be the most outgoing, but if we truly care about others, we will do the right thing and close them, because the wolves are always circling, my friends, and the lions are too few.